Beer. Sparkling, golden, pure, refreshing.
I'm at Core, and I am looking for the perfect beer.
The river's rising, the river's rolling up. The river of beer, the river of beer.
I've been set on kind of a task of my own accord to find a really good beer, a few beers for a party. I'm gonna get on my journey.
For the next few days, we will be following Matt on his quest for the perfect beer. Hey Matt, wait up.
I'm driving. I've invited 50 of my closest friends and relatives. None of them have responded yet.
At the beginning of his quest, he happened upon a store promising cold beer. So he decided to stop and see if the product was as promising as the sign.
First stop, Marathon.
Well, did you find it? The perfect beer?
Best thing was Michelob Ultra. So let's not, I don't think we're gonna use this for our beer purchasing purposes. But they told me that the Grand Rapids Brewing Company is like by the 8th light on the left or something. Let's go there. We are here. We're gonna ask them some questions about, what kind of beer I should get for the party later on tonight. Where's tomorrow? Oh. Hi.
How's it going?
It's good. Stu. Matt.
Matt, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Did you go to UCLA?
Yeah, Matt Kerr.
Yeah. Hey, all right. Yeah, I played cello.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So you're doing the documentary now?
Yeah.
Sweet, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm trying to find the best beer for a party. That's
Okay.
the idea behind it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Excellent. Well,
Yeah.
anything brewed in Michigan for sure. So yeah, I mean, just into like take some shots or something. I got a bunch of kegs all over the place. That's why I was
I got you.
having some issues with filming today. But we can.
Where's the round? Doing some B-roll.
What's that? Oh, just.
As it happens, his old high school acquaintance Stu was in charge of brewing. What a small world. After a short tour around the tank room, Matt got to talk to Stu about finding the perfect beer.
I'm still on this quest. Still want to find a good beer. Do you think I should stick with the medium red ale, or should I kind of try a few different types, let people kind of mix?
Yeah, I mean, ideally, if you can, have a couple of different styles. Have something lighter, something middle of the road like a red, something that's not too malty, not too light. And then for the last tap, for a third tap, I'd have something like an IPA, something real nice and hoppy, or something dark like a stout or a porter, something roasty, because that's going to be a more limited, but a lot of people will want to try that if they haven't tried it yet.
There you go. We're here in front of Hopcat, where I'm going to be asking either the barman, barmaid, or whoever is a bartender, or maybe the brewer, whoever's around, about what kind of beer I should get for the party. Let's go inside.
Unfortunately, the people at Hopcat were very busy. Good for Hopcat, bad for Matt. So he set back on the road for more information. He stopped at Siciliano's for a second opinion on finding a perfect beer, where he met Mr. Siciliano, who gave him further insight into his quest.
How would you find a good beer? The cool thing about beer is that, you can find a beer for any any occasion, any time of the year. You know, during the summers, maybe you want a nice light wheat beer that you're sitting on the deck with. During the winters, maybe you want a nice winter warmer or a stout or a porter. With craft beers, your varieties are just so much greater.
In today's brewery laboratories, knowledge passed down through the centuries is combined with modern chemistry of food to produce beverages that would have been the envy of the kings and emperors of old. From the laboratory to the tanks where the finest of American malted grains are fermented, the beer of today is brewed under spotlessly clean conditions.
How do you make beer?
Cereal grains are starchy materials commonly used in making alcoholic beverages. Out of wheat, beer is usually made.
You want to have the two B's, bubbles and booze. So what you do is you take grain, which is the main component in beer. A lot of people think about the hops because, of course, it's either triple hopped or extra hopped or super duper hopped IPA or something like that. But the grain is where the sugars come from.
American farms supply most of the ingredients required for brewing. Barley, wheat, corn, rice, hops, and soybeans. Thousands of tons of it.
You throw some malt extract in there, you boil it up with some hops, you cool it down, you put it in a fermenter.
Fermentation has to take place. Fermentation is the action of yeast cells on sugars to produce alcohol. The bubbles seen here are carbon dioxide given off during the fermentation.
Transferred into another container called a glass carboy, you let it sit for another 7 days.
Cool it down, get all the yeast settled out of it.
And boom, you got beer.
Wow. Sounds simple, but it isn't.
But it can be done at home.
Yes.
You too can brew beer at home. Was that too cheesy?
No.
After all of his research, Matt sat down for a brief overview of what he has learned.
There's double and triple fermentation. When you say double, something's a double brew or like a triple brew. Well, what does that mean?
Well, a double and a triple, those are both Belgian styles of beer. Okay. The triple is the strongest out of the two. It goes through a triple fermentation. There's typically the fermentation from the sugars from the grain, as well as a secondary sugar fermentation to increase the alcohol. And then the third fermentation happens in the bottle, as they call bottle re-fermentation.
A few other terms that you should know. High gravity just kind of means it was colder where it was made. So places like Denver would have like a high gravity beer, or it's a different kind of process. It just means there's more alcohol in it. What does it mean to say something's like an imperial stout?
Typically nowadays, imperial is used as a way of saying something has more alcohol in it than your standard beer. Originally that was used for your royalty, whether it was in England or in Russia. They would get the higher strength beers set aside for them. So you would have an imperial IPA if you were English, or Russian imperial stout if you were Russian, something like that.
But how does he know a good beer when he finds it? How does he taste beer?
You taste beer by taking a glass and drinking it.
Just kind of drink a little bit of it just to be able to see how it tastes. And then you smell it once you can put your nose in, just like a wine or coffee. And then you put it in your mouth. You kind of breathe in, mix it around with the air, and then you gulp it.
You look for certain characteristics. If let's say you're tasting an imperial stout and you know what the parameters should be of an imperial stout, the characteristics of an imperial stout, you'll look for those characteristics. Use that as a template and try to decide whether this is a good representation of an imperial stout.
And then you take another drink and then you finish it.
Yes, the fine beer and ale we enjoy today are beverages with a heritage which is unequaled, yet they are as modern as today.
I am a very big fan of beer. It's a tradition of the Americas, a tradition of, Europe, tradition really anywhere.
A beverage as old old as history.
It was in Mesopotamia thousands and thousands of years ago.
The Egyptians, too, brewed a beverage from fermented barley. It was a beer reserved for the great feasts of the day.
Beer is, it's more, even more than a tradition, it's a part of our culture. It's like 51.75. I mean, I'll get you back, of course. I got it! All right. Right now it's about 5:30. No one's called me to tell me that they're going to be late or here, so a little stressed out. Hopefully people will show up. Haha. So it's raining and sleeting and snowing and it's Thursday. Not a good, I don't know why I picked Thursday. I thought, oh, you know, one more day to go, and I don't know. I mean, it's crap. Just absolute crap. So, yeah, it's getting pretty close, pretty down to the wire. About a minute left, as you can see. And I'm just trying to get the place kind of together. So we have, the crew came in yesterday. We kind of set up everything, as you can kind of see. So I am just kind of waiting for people to arrive. I'm pretty excited. You know, we got all the beer. It's chilling in the garage. So what do we got? Got all the beer. Got the roulette. Got right there, as you all can see. And now it is just getting a little down the wire. Yeah. So I'm just kind of doing a little bit of last minute cleaning. But I mean, it looks like some of my I wonder, some people are here. Hello. Oh.
Hey.
Hey. You're come on in.
All right. So yeah.
Yeah. Where's everybody? You guys are early. It's only 8:59, so we got a little bit more. You know, time to wait for people. Let them hang out. You know, you guys can hang out too. We can get started a little bit.
So you excited about the party?
I'm excited.
People got back to you, right? Like
Yeah. Some people got back to me. They didn't say, no one's called yet to say they're gonna be late, but I mean, you know people.
Right.
Yeah. Perfect.
Is it lager, IPA, stout, porter?
Lager, porter, pilsner, stout, Indian IPA, Indian pale ale,
Well, IPA, triple Belgium, double Belgium, single Belgium. You got imperial stout, breakfast stout. That's oatmeal stout. Yeah, you got that right.
Corona first,
Budweiser, Bud Light. All Founders beers.
Blonde ale, amber ale, red ale. We got Irish pub ale. You would have the Belgian wheat ale. Yeah, I can keep going. I'm very happy with the party. I'm very happy that people had fun. I think that was the main thing. You know, it doesn't need to be about, oh, this beer is better than the other beer and it has these types of flavors. It's like, it's kind of about just figuring out what you like and figuring out what your tastes are. So, I think it was a success.
The perfect beer isn't about the quality of the barley or the brewing process, but the hoppiness it brings to you and your friends.
Stop! You missed it! You jerk! That was a fast ball. I didn't throw it very far. Come back. Right there. Yeah, I know it's like 5 feet in front of me. No, don't shoot.